can't wait to see what illusion you've come up with for us.
Okay, everyone, welcome to my channel. Um, there's this video that I decided to make today because there have actually been a lot of people who've been asking me about my experience in Turkey. It's not people from my YouTube channel, but definitely it's been a lot of friends who want to visit, or just friends of maybe my sister and things like that have been asking me to her as well. Because keep in mind, if you check my last vlog, my sister was around, and that was 2 weeks ago, and there were like a lot of her friends asking her about her experience here. So I'm gonna give my experience as a local, as a resident here, because it's been 3 years since I've been living in Turkey. So let's go ahead. First off, I am African. I come from Cameroon. As to why I came to Turkey, I came to Turkey to continue my studies. So that's about it for me. Let's keep it there for now. So I came to Turkey in October of 2014, and upon getting here, like, the first thing I noticed here was like people stare at you a lot. People stare at you like super crazy, and you might even start asking you questions like what's happening or what's going down here, But apparently, from what I've been told, is that they're just not used to seeing black people around. Like nowadays, like 2017 or most recently, it's not been a lot of staring to me actually, or maybe because I'm used to, I don't notice it that much anyway. But when I came here, like, it was like super noticeable. Like, I wouldn't go anywhere without anyone staring at me. Like, it was super crazy. I just couldn't get used to it, and sometimes it would make me not even want to leave the house because people are just staring at you like crazy. Secondly, there is people walking up to you and like asking you to take pictures, like super randomly. This has never happened to me in any other place. But here it was like kind of crazy because you just see someone walk up to you. One day, actually, the first time this happened to me was actually a police guy. Yeah, two of them actually, because I thought I had a problem or something. These guys, you see two random police officers walking up to you, and then they start questioning you, and then I'm just like, I'm frozen. I couldn't understand what was going on. And then one of them was, well, he knew a few words in English. I wouldn't say he was speaking English, but he knew a few words. So he's like, "Can we take a photo?" And I'm like, "A photo of what? Like, do I have any problem or whatsoever?" And then he's like, "No, let's take a photo together." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, no problem." That was the first time this thing happened to me. I can't count the number of times it's happened to me because it's been a lot, but yeah, people just walk up to you and ask you photos. I don't know if they do that with like white people from France or whatever other country too, but it's happened to me, and it happened to my sister as well when she was here 2 weeks ago exactly. It happened to her. So I don't know. Thirdly, the third thing I'm gonna stress on is please, Turkish people, please. I love you so much, but please, can you just stop touching my hair? It drives me super crazy, okay? Like, the first time someone ever touched my hair was in the bus. I just got here, and there was this old man who was old enough to be my grandfather sitting behind me, and then he started pulling my hair. But I didn't see he was the one sitting there. I was thinking it was probably a baby pulling my hair. I would understand that. But then I turned around and I'm looking, and it's this old man who's old enough to be my granddad. And he's pulling my hair, and then his wife was just trying to explain me like, no, he's never touched black people hair, Afro hair. Like, if you want to touch my hair, just kindly ask it or whatsoever. And now my hair is not even that long, but back 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I had way longer hair. So yeah, that's it. Like, so now the big question comes, like, have I experienced any form or act of racism since I got here? The big answer is going to be no, 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 no. I have never experienced whatsoever form of racism since I moved here. It's been 3 years. No, no, no. Everywhere I go, it's been love. I don't care if it's like the smallest of places I've ever been to, like a shop or whatsoever. Everywhere I go, it's always been love. Even if the people there didn't understand what I was trying to say because my Turkish was probably bad or whatsoever, but I've never experienced any form of or act of racism, you know. But I'm just gonna say a little story. I don't want to consider this as racism. I just want to imagine that the person who this story is about was just feeling a kind of way. Okay, so when I just got here, my first apartment, I was living with 3 of my friends. Yeah, we're living 3 of us, and then the apartment owner was an old lady, and she would randomly just come to the house and open the door because she had the spare keys, start inspecting the house, you know, and we were feeling a kind of way about it, you know. We didn't know how to feel about it, but I'm not sure if what she was doing was right. I don't know if it's happened to any other person before, that the house owner just comes like 2-3 times a day and just opens the house without ringing or whatsoever for no actual reason, just comes and disturbs your peace. I don't know if it happened to any other person, but it did happen to us. I don't want to consider that it's stupid saying that's racism. Maybe she was just like overprotective of her property and her apartment. I would get that, but it still felt a little bit kind of weird. So aside from that, like that's the only probably the only experience with a Turkish person that's made me feel a little bit bad, but it wasn't racism. Okay, so aside from that, Turkey, I love you. I mean, despite the fact that all of my Turkish friends are always cursing out this country and insulting the country, but aside from that, like, if anyone ever wants to visit, like, I'll advise this to anyone who is going to watch this video and wants to visit. It's a beautiful place. I mean, the weather is not that cold as compared to in other countries, and now it's almost like summertime, so the weather is just beautiful every day and everything like that. So yeah, I mean, that's my experiences in 3 years in Turkey. I mean, this is just the first section of this video because I'm going to be doing much more videos. Yeah. So that's it. Okay, guys. Well, I'll see you guys around. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There are going to be much more videos on my experiences in Turkey coming up. Subscribe, like, give a thumbs up, and you can give me suggestions in this comment box on how I can improve this channel or what you want to know or see about this country. So thank you, and see you guys around.